Here's a science clip by the eminent Richard Dawkins. It's got me scratching my head, saying, WTF. Something doesn't make no damn sense. And let me introduce you to Richard Dawkins, the brilliant, eminent jackass. I mean, atheist, agnostic scientist, whatever you want to call him.
Question for Richard Dawkins. The Big Bangers believe that once there was nothing, then suddenly, poof, the universe was created from a Big Bang. If I have nothing in the palm of my hand, close my fingers, speak the word bang, then open my fingers again, still I find there is nothing there. I ask you to explain to us in layman's terms how it is that something as enormous as the universes came from nothing.
Richard Dawkins.
Hello.
Well, obviously you're not a physicist.
Jackass.
Nor am I, and I am delighted to say that during my time in Australia I shall be having a number of conversations, public conversations with my colleague Lawrence Krauss, including one in the Sydney Opera House later, I think it's next week. And he's written a book on exactly that topic of how you can get something from nothing, and I shall be questioning him about that. Of course it's counterintuitive that you can get something from nothing. Of course common sense doesn't allow you to get something from nothing. That's why it's interesting. It's got to be interesting in order to give rise to the universe at all. Something pretty mysterious had to give rise to the origin.
Why not God? Ding dong.
Of the universe. Now, if you want to replace a physical explanation by an intelligent God, that's an even worse explanation. It's an even more difficult explanation. What scientists are trying to do is...
How is it more difficult? To me, it seems more simpler if there's a God. Jackass.
To explain how you can get not just something, but the immense complexity of the world, of the universe, and of life. And science is making a pretty good fist of doing that. Life is now completely solved, barring the details. That was Darwin's contribution and Darwin's successors. Physicists are still working on the origin of the cosmos. Among them is Lawrence Krauss, whom I shall be talking to next week. Now, it is very mysterious how the universe came into being. It's a deeply mysterious and interesting question.
And can I just interrupt? It's an old question, a very old question. Thomas Aquinas in the 13th century was asking the same question. He said there must have been a time when no physical things existed, but something can't come from nothing. That was his view. It's just repeated by us.
Something can come from nothing, and that's what physicists are now telling us. I could give you, you asked me to give you a layman's interpretation. It would be a very, very layman's interpretation. When you have matter and antimatter and you put them together, they cancel each other out and give rise to nothing. What Lawrence Krauss is now suggesting is that if you start with nothing, the process can go into reverse and produce matter and antimatter. The theory is still being worked out. It's a very difficult theory, mathematical theory. I'm not quite...
Wait a minute. Something ain't making no damn sense. Let me get you right, Mr. Dawkins. So you're saying matter and antimatter annihilate one another. But how to get a universe of something from nothing is the reverse. Matter and antimatter annihilating one another. But here's what I don't get. What about the law of thermodynamics? Matter and energy can neither be created nor destroyed. When you say matter and antimatter annihilate one another, what the hell are you saying? As far as I can understand, and I'm very layman, I'm not eminent like you are. But matter and antimatter annihilate each other as matter. and antimatter, but it becomes energy. Newsflash, jackass, energy is not nothing. Energy is something. Hello, jackass. You're pissing me off. I bothered to Google some stuff. When matter and antimatter meet, they annihilate, leaving nothing but energy behind. Newsflash, dumbass, jackass. Energy is not nothing. It's something. What the hell do you think the warp drive of the USS Enterprise, the Starship Enterprise, Star Trek, uses matter and antimatter colliding to produce nothing that makes it travel at speeds beyond light speed? So what you're saying is nothing is what makes the USS Enterprise travel at light beyond, it's much faster than light speed? No, dumbass. It's the energy produced by matter and antimatter colliding. I just don't get it. Maybe you can enlighten me. Do you know what nothing is, Richard Dawkins? Let's use the Aristotle's definition in the 3rd century, or was it, whatever. Hold on. Let me fact check myself. Okay. Nothing is what rocks dream about. Aristotle said that. I may be wrong about him being in the 3rd century, but you know. Nothing is what rocks dream about. And we know rocks are not alive. Can he make it any more clearer? Nothing is what rocks dream about. And you're telling me that from what rocks dream about can this freaking universe? You're telling me that when antimatter and matter collide, it becomes what rocks dream about. No, it could become energy. Damn.